Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. X cube negative 3x positive k equals to x negative 1 times ax square positive bx positive c. In the equation above, a, b, c and k are constants. If the equation is true for all values of x, what is the value of c? Okay, in the given equation, we have four unknown constants a, b, c and k, in which we have to get the value of this constant c. Okay, now let me take the given equation as it is. That is x cube negative 3x positive k equals to x negative 1 times ax square positive bx positive c. Okay, here the question says this equation is true for all values of x. That is, we can plug in any real value for x in this equation, then that real value will satisfy this equation. Okay, since we have to find the value of this constant c, if I plug in x equals to 0, the constant a will become 0 and the constant b also will become 0, because this term contains x, this one also contains x. When you plug in x equals to 0, this one will become 0. When 0 multiplied by a, it will become 0. So both these two terms will vanish when I plug in x equals to 0. Okay, now let me do it. Okay, let me plug in x equals to 0. Now, when I plug in x equals to 0 here, it's 0 cube, that is 0, negative. When I plug in the x equals to 0 here, 3 times 0 is 0, positive k equals to, when I plug in x equals to 0 here, I'm getting 0, negative 1. So, 0, negative 1, and here this one will become 0, this one will become 0, then we get 0, positive c. Okay, here we have k on the left side, 0, negative 1 is just negative 1, times here we just have c. Then we get k equals to negative c. Okay, here we can multiply both sides of this equation by negative 1 to get the negative sign that we have for c. Okay, when I multiply this one by negative 1, I'm getting negative k. Here, when I multiply this negative c by negative 1, I'm getting c. Okay, here almost I got the value of c, but I got the value of c as in terms of the constant k. Now we have to find the value of the constant k. How do you have to get the value of the constant k? Again, let's consider the given equation we have over here. In this equation, we can plug in any real value for x. Okay, when I plug in x equals to 1, this part will become 0. When this one is multiplied by this stuff on the right side, everything will become 0. Then we'll have a chance to get the value of this constant k. Okay, now let me plug in x equals to 1 into the given equation. When I plug in x equals to 1, it will be 1 cube. 1 cube is just 1. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3, positive k. On the right side, when I plug in x equals to 1, as I said earlier, it will become 0. When this one is multiplied by this, so everything will become 0 on the right side. Okay, here when I combine this 1 and negative 3, I am getting negative 2, positive k equals to 0. Let me add 2 to both sides. When I do so, this negative 2 positive will cancel out. I am getting k equals to positive 2. Okay, here I got the value of the constant k, that is 2. Now we can plug in this 2 for k over here. Then I am getting negative 2 equals to c. Okay, here I got the value of the constant c, that is negative 2. We find this negative 2 in answer choice C. The correct answer choice for this question is C.